Yo guys, what's up? It's Legend Frodo here with another video over my Bond version 2.0 Control Warrior. I put the deck guide on Hardpone, it was received very good and I'm very happy with that because I put a lot of work in the videos and the deck guide itself. I got some comments on my Warrior deck list that it's maybe impossible to win the matchup versus a Control Warrior with the Brewmaster or the Banker in the deck. So here's a video from me from last night. I won the matchup and I'm going to show you guys how I won that matchup. In the first phase of the match, I put the opponent under pressure. I throw my minions on the field. I get the bombs in the deck and yeah, my plan is to put him under pressure, get my minions out, get my bombs out, going with my weapon, go face, put another bomb in his deck. And as you can see, that works very good in the start of the game. You can see here a bomb explodes immediately and the pressure I put on him is very good at the moment. Here's a very important turn. I use my weapon because he maybe has weapons project, and if he has, I lose one bomb. The bomb is very value in this game, so I cannot afford to lose a bomb. You can see here the bomb explodes immediately as well. He still has one bomb in the deck and I just play my Dynamatic as a 3-4 to put more pressure. In this matchup the other bomb warrior has also very much mech minions, so in these matchups if you can put the pressure with the Dynamatic you have to do that and just play him as a 3-4. You cannot always play the value game versus the control warrior because overall the control warrior with Elysiana is gonna win the value game versus you. He has here Dr. Boom Genius at turn 7. I don't have it yet, so that's a little bit awkward and that gives him a bit of an advantage in this game. Here I go face, I put my Accolade in plane. If he uses Brawl, I'm okay with that because it's another big removal that he is using. He plays the Brawl. He uses Shield Block to get that armor chain back. And the hard part is he get many time Bone Shield from the Mad Genius. Here I put just Dr. Boom Mad Genius for extra pressure on the boards. I know I got one bombs, but I need to put the pressure on him with 2 bombs and a 7-7. Well, he has 19 health. That is good pressure. So that is my best play to go versus the control warrior. Here he uses an execute on my boom, that's good. He uses a brawl, he uses an execute, so he is using very much removal versus me, and that is because I put the pressure on him. So I'm forcing him to play his removal first. And if he plays his removal first and I can play Elysiana later in the game, well, he has used a great deal of his removal, I get the advantage in the game. But that you will see later in the video. Here another bomb explodes. He is again 90 healed. I have 3 minions on the board. So what is he going to do now? He uses his second shield block to gain more armor. Of course he needs to gain armor because he is under pressure. He wants to be safe from the bombs, from lethal on my board. And here he uses Omega Assembly. He has 4 mana left and 9 cards in his hand. He plays a rover. That's kinda interesting actually because I've got an Acolyte on the field. And he silences my rover, so I don't get more armor. But if I was him, I would have silenced my Accolade of Pain because he had the advantage with the cards in his hand and I was getting low on cards. But thanks that he didn't do that, I can draw more cards with the Accolade. I drawed also Mad Genius, so that makes me back in the game. That makes a good comeback for me in game. I can use Omega Assembly, that's very good. We get a Magnetic 7 drop, another Dynomatic and a Rover, so that are some decent pulls. My plan is still to put him under pressure, but I also have to save a little bit of resources now because he has gained a good amount of armor and I can get him quick to death. But now again I've got a full hand, he's got his board full, but the minions are not that good. So I burn a Warped, that's good. I can here get my Dynomatic on the field, clear one minion, clear another minion with the rush ability, gain 7 armor, which makes me 50 armor, clear the 1-1, clear the 2-1, and gain another 2 armor. That's a very good turn. I have another good field with 2 minions. He uses second commander, clears my board, probably uses blast shields, which actually Mad Genius gave him a lot of time, blast shield, which was very frustrating for me because for a long time in the game I pressured him very good, but he got like 3 or 4 times already blast shield, which got him up to 24 armor. But he got the blast shields and I got the delivery drones, which he didn't get. So that was a fair deal, I think. Here I uses my weapon, get another bomb in the field. I use my shield block, gain more armor, end my turn. I have 9 cards in my hand. The bomb goes off. Of course he has enough armor, so it doesn't do much damage at this point. He uses his weapons project at this time and I lose my weapon, but that's okay. The weapon did its job and I got 3 bombs from the weapon into his deck. Now he has the fields and I'm gonna use Brawl. I top deck it, but I also had it in my hand, but he doesn't know that I use this as a top deck. I can clear the field with my hero power and my weapon. And then I can use also a shield block to draw 1 extra card. I clear this field and I got a Baron Geddon. I have 63 lives right now and I get another delivery drone, which is very good. He plays the Accolade at this moment and this is a very interesting play. He uses the Dynomatic on the Accolade of Pain to get 3 cards. Yeah, that's good for him because he plays the Ediciano with the Banker, so he doesn't fatigue. So it's an okay play for him to do. In the meantime, he already gained 25 armor and I still wants to put him under pressure. But he uses some removal and the game plan I have right now is to let him play the other removal. So we are going to play that. Here I have to pick a 2 mana minion because otherwise I have 10 cards in my hand and I will burn another card. I choose the mech to lower the cost of my mech minions in my hand. That's great value. Omega Devastator for 3 mana and the Boom Reaver for 9 mana. I still have 1 Ciliax in my deck. I know that because of Deck Tracker, of course. And a Boom Reaver into a copy of Ciliax is a lot of value. So that is going to be my play later in the game. First we clear this with Omega Devastator. And thanks to the mech that reduces the cost of my mech minions, I can fuse them together, make a Savagery and end my turn. I go with my weapon in the face to put a little bit of pressure on him because that's still our main goal in this match. He maybe has 20 plus armor, but we still want to put pressure on him with the means we have. Here he has a 4-5 on the board, that seems pretty good for him, but we are going to play the Boom Reaver. With the Boom Reaver I can clear the 4-5 and have a nice Ciliax on the field. this means he has to play another time removal from his hand to clear my board, which gives me a new turn to build my boards and get some minions on the field. Well, Warpath and his hero power do the job, so that's good value for him, losing a Celiax and a Boom Reaver to Warpath, but it's decent, the guys did his job in this match. Don't watch my hair, by the way, I just came out of work and my hair was a little bit of wild, so yeah. I didn't really watch that. I didn't know I was going to use this content anyway in a video. But thanks to some comments in Hardpawn, I think I did. And maybe if I explain a little bit of the matchup to you guys, it gets more clear how to play my bomb version 2.0 versus this kind of control decks. This is a very strange deck because he didn't have to kill his rover, but I guess he didn't want the armor, and now the fun begins. He has one Shield Slam left in his deck, he has one Brawl left in his deck. I'm going to play the Adiciana. Here of course I put the Warpath as removal, well, Town Crier, and here I just put a big minion because I need the big minions, well, the Goblin, I need bombs. And here's the Raven color, actually a kind of good card because it does get me 3 minions total, which is very good, so I can swarm the field. He has one Brawl left, so if I can swarm the field with more minions than him, I'm gonna win this matchup. I have to put him under pressure before he plays Adiciana. That's the goal right now. Well, here he gives me the weapon. He plays Harrison Jones, draws 3 cards, so that means 1 fatigue damage, and he has like 8 cards in his hands. Of course that is a Banker and a Adiciana, but at the moment I have full hand with very good cards. I still have 2 Shield Slams left, 1 Execute, a Celiax, and I played my Adiciana. So I'm very good. Here I use Hero Power, Barrageddon, get another big minion on the field, and my turn. Let him deal with that. It is 5 health, so Barrageddon will probably die easy. He uses an Omega Devastator on it. That's a misplay because he also could have used the Hero Power and the weapon. But he wants a board versus me, which I find that interesting. I have another time delivery drone, and the main rule in this deck is with Genius, if I have delivery drone versus other control warrior, I always use delivery drone. Like, I need to get that value of my hero power. I need to get the value of that 1 extra mech in my deck. Here I have 4 mana, so I choose the big minion, of course, because I want to have big sticky minions on the field that can win me the game. Here I just clear the board, play Town Crier, get the Burly Shovel Fist, which is a good combo I picked from Adiciana, get the 9/9 in my hands, and here he plays his Adiciana, and he probably plays the Banker also. So yeah. He has like 150 armor right now, and it's a really hard situation to come back by. But guys, I have a plan, and that plan is going to work out right now. I clear the Adiciana with the Shield Slam, get the Omega Devastator out, have a 7/7 with Divine Shield on the field, and now the fun begins. He uses Eternity Rover, he gets another Blast Shield which gives him another armor. He gains so much armor thanks to the Blast Shield in this matchup. He uses his second Shield Slam, and here the fun begins. He uses his armor, get a 2/3 out on the field, which is a bad card at this moment in the field. It also gives me another minion. Here I put the Demolisher, I guess, just to get the 2 extra damage on the field, which I thought was come in handy in this matchup. I play the Goblin to get some extra bombs. Here I'm gonna swarm the field. I play the Ravencaller. Yes, I play the Raven color. I get 2 cards, I get the Goblin Bomb, which is useless, but I get the Swamp Dragon Egg, which gets me another dragon card in my hand, which is a lot of value in this game. And right now I swarm the field with my minions, so he has to use another brawl. This is his second brawl. So after he uses this brawl, I can put him under more pressure with my minions, with my Raven color, and I can go all out. I get a 5/5 dragon, which is very good at the moment. And at this turn my hero power doesn't really matter that much. He uses his execute, he uses his shield slams, so I just play the 9/9 minion. I clear a 1/1 and have a 9/8 on the field, which gives me a lot of pressure on the field. So how is he going to clear this? He uses delivery drone. He gets a bomb in my deck, he does rush, he has 4 damage, he still can't clear my 9/8 shovel fist. He gets the weapon out and I guess he goes face, which is very good. And now I get the advantage in this game. I still have a 9/4 on the board. I can play the Clockwork Goblin this turn, the 5/5 Dragon. But yeah, I go for another big minion in 6/11. Can target by hero powers, so that is very good. I have a very strong field right now with 2 big drops on the field. He uses his hero power to clear my 9/4. Uses a Wasp, but it still makes a 6/11 on the field for me, which gives a lot of pressure. He has still 2 cards in his hands. So yeah, at the moment I'm winning. I have my cards in my hand, and the next play is that I swarm my field because he can't clear it. So yeah, let's go with Ravencaller, the dragon, and get a full field of minions. Excuse me, I played the Demolisher, excuse me. So yeah, that this bomb explodes right now is very good, because right now he is again under pressure, like I told you at the start of the video. This game is all about letting the control warrior uses his removal, put him under pressure, and at the right time when he used much of his removal, you can play your Elysiana. He uses probably a shield slam on that Elysiana, but at that moment from Elysiana you pick some sticky minions. I prefer by myself that I use big minions. So with those big minions from Elysiana that I drew first, I can put him under pressure. And if I put him under pressure, it's very awkward for him to use his own Elysiana, because he also needs to deal with my field. And if he plays Elysiana and he doesn't deal with my field, I can do a lot of damage to him versus the warrior. So in that moment of the game, that is where my advantage begins in this matchup. Here I just swarm the field, he has no brawl left. And yeah, that's actually a kind of good field. In 6/11, a 5/5 and some swarmy minions. It looks like a warrior shoe deck, guys. And yeah, without brawl, without the warpath, he is not gonna clear my field. So this is a concede and I win this game. I hope you guys have something about this information in this video, and that you guys can maybe understand the matchup a little bit better.